Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Nuff channel. In this video we're going to review round 20 of the 2025 NRL Fantasy season. So this week we did okay, 894 was the score, which was about 20k for the round, but we did move up slightly overall, so we were 4,700, so into 4,600. So continual progress is alright by me. But having a look at the team, we had Aaron Clark with a 47, so doing okay. Kyle Matangi only got a 42 before getting injured, so not ideal. Terrell May was the star, and fortunately we captained him. He scored an 80, so 160 points for our team. Josh Curran only scored a 17, so didn't play the biggest amount of minutes, and not sure, the work rate wasn't really there, but that's okay. Hudson Young, 69 points, was a great return for him. We traded him in obviously this week. Jacob Preston with 41 was decent. Kurt Donahue with 60 was good, and Jerome Hughes with 68 was really good too. Jacob Kiraz with a 47 was good, and Herbie Farnworth continues to kill it with 57. And then the back line, so Teddy and Nwangani Tuase with 27 apiece for the two Roosters. And Tommy Turbo, another trade in this week with 60 points, was a good outcome for us. On the bench we had Connor Watson, score of 42. Angus Crichton, one of our trade-ins with 52. Adam Dewey, the fourth of our trade-ins with 49, and Latu Fainu scoring 29. Could have got a couple more points if we played Fletcher Hunt with a 31, but obviously having the three big dogs out, I think all in all it was a good result this week. In terms of the head-to-head matchups, so got a win over LA Knight in the first league. So with all the buys and that, we haven't had a lot of the first league, but we're back. So Aaron Clark, for him, he had Connor Watson starting and Aaron Clark in the middle, so that's the same. Fanua Blake with a 41, so did outpoint Curran. Nico Hines with just the 30. Had Nwangani Tuase in the centres. Had Jaden Campbell with a 48. So I guess you sort of Turbo got a few more points on him. Donahue got a few on Hines, and I think Hudson Young sort of outscored. Who would be the difference there? Maybe I guess Fanua Blake. Who was on the bench? Sorry, so Tino on the bench probably didn't help with just the 10. Tommy Turbo at the 60 he had there. Tarpany and Katoa both scored alright also. But having a look across the league, so it looks like we've just got one 4-digit score from Panic at Tedesco with a 10.04. So Jaden Brayley as hooker with 47. I think he'd be fairly cheap, so good value there. Connor Watson, Joe Tarpany, Jack Williams with a 46. So I had Dylan Edwards with the 101. So getting the triple digits there for Dill is a great result. And then Kai Pearce-Paul with the 61 on the bench. Jamie Humphries with 53. So with Latrell going down, I think Humphries could be some really good value. And had Campbell as well. So nice work there, Mike. In the second league, got a win over Halftime Entertainment, who scored a 765. He had Brayley as well. Had Tallis Duncan, scored 39 from playing out in the centres, so that's not the worst result. Aitken with a 56. Had Cleary in the halves, so would have got not a lot. Ran out of players, so I don't know, mustn't have done some trades this week. Timoko with the 50 was a good score. Drinkwater with 54. But who was on his bench? So I had Haas and Yo obviously not playing. Edwards injured. Savala and got Mulaney. Probably hard to get out of that sort of price point. But otherwise, elsewhere, no tons, but looks like, well, no 4-digit numbers, but one man Tom, Spiro's team with the 922 top scoring this week. So he's got, I remember, fairly similar team to myself. But Jed Stewart with a 45, so that's, yeah, good hold. Obviously, I did trade out of that a couple of weeks ago. And then Nico Hines and Isaiah Katoa on the bench. Pretty handy numbers, 50 and 68 for Isaiah. So, good week this week for you, Spiro. So yeah, in terms of my thoughts for the team this week, so we do get those big dogs back. And it's a pretty handy time to do so with Donahue and Herbie on the bye. So I might have to. I can swing Dewey in there and Isaiah Yo. Payne Haas can go there for Curran. So I guess without doing any trades, this is probably what the team would look like going into this week. It is dependent on Kalamatangi and I guess his timeline. We do have the ability to trade out there. We don't have a lot of cash, so I don't know if there's an alternative to Curran at that current value. Can have a bit of a look, I suppose. So 535 is the magic number. So what do we got? 543 realistically with the extra 8k. So Dave Fafita at the price, but pretty sure he's still coming off the bench at the moment. Scored 4 points on the weekend. Reece Walsh we're not interested in. Tanner Boyd, it's been going okay. 49 on the weekend. Somehow Mazelis unfortunately getting injured again. Victor Radley's dual position. So yeah, so you're looking at this and there's not a lot of value that jumps off the page. Terrell Mago 66 in fantasy, so you got a big start on return to the game. Yeah, I guess it would be a case of if we did the 2 trades, we might just have a bit of a look. So if we went Kalamatangi and Curran, we could sort of chop up the value. So 1.27, so that's about 630 per player. So guess let's go who's in a bit of form maybe. It's obviously Dylan Edwards if we wanted another wing fullback. I mean, probably with the getting rid of those 2 middle edge players, we probably want at least one of each, just for that extra bit of cover. Particularly the middle. Obviously, we've got Crichton can cover the edge, so that's probably a bit more where we're looking. So Trent Liero, it's been going all right. He did have that massive score the other week, I think, propping that up. And all the prices have gone skew-if now. So just got to try and match it up. Oh no, there we go, we're back. Nafahu White sort of has that profile that we want. Good scorer, dual position. So we could use him. And what does that give us? 606. So that might be the harder bit to fill. Yeah, not a lot going on at that price point. Yeah, it does make it tough. So it might just be a case of it'll just be Matangi out, Nafa'u White in, and if we were to do that, I think I think it might still play Curran over Finu. And then maybe we just sit back and wait for the right piece to fall out. I don't know who's around that price point that might dip. So what's it? 535, 706. No, 606. Sorry, added a 1 in there. Yeah, so more in the halves and that sort of thing, which isn't ideal. Dry Arrow could pick up a little bit of extra work with Matangi out. Nicker has gone down injured by the looks of that. That's not ideal. And then we're sort of back to where we were looking before, I think. Oh no, that was off average. They were doing quite well. Halasima is an interesting one. He's only available on the edge, but what's his ownership like? 14.5, so not even really a true point of difference. Guess maybe it would be a point of difference among the higher ups. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we probably do have enough cover in the middle. We could look at something like that. Fisher Harris, how's he been going? He was popular earlier in the season. Any fear of letting us do the full player profile? No, I won't worry about it. So yeah, I guess they could be those options, those Warriors guys. So I think maybe the more prudent option is to just hold the trades and yeah. So we'll see. We might even just sort of hang on to Matangi, dependent on the timeline. But there is a couple of outs there, I suppose. And then captaincy this week is probably the only other thing to consider. Pretty keen on the Panthers matchup. Could be the week to go Cleary as captain off the freshen up. Obviously Terrell May as vice captain is probably a decent option all the time. Payne Haas off the bye as well could be in there. But yeah, we'll have a bit more of a think about it, and we'll lock those trades in on Thursday. But yeah, we'll wrap this video up. So as always, if you've got any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to add them below this video. Give us a like if you enjoy the NRL Fantasy content. Subscribe for all the fantasy sports content on the channel. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.